What I love, family, about these countries, right? Their entrepreneurial spirit is alive. Like, you can see it when you go into their neighborhoods. They have to have a local economy outside of the mainstream economy. And it's a little local economy in some kind of ways. Everybody gonna find out how to get a little bit of paper. But for the most part, man, that spirit, that energy is not as alive as it used to be in America. We don't have that same level of entrepreneurial spirit as we used to have, which means, you know, they would sell fruits, vegetables. Yeah, you still got the guy selling watermelons on the back of the truck, right? So I'm not talking about everybody. I'm just talking about a few people. Everybody else, bro, they depending on the system. So if some shit hit the fan, man, that's your ass. What you gonna do for yourself when it hit the fan? You don't got no side hustle whatsoever, right? You have no side hustle, let alone a business venture, a little bit more than a business, passive income from investments, et cetera, right? So America just don't have that same level of local level entrepreneurship, right? That spirit of entrepreneurship. There's far more people today, I believe, with the eye test, relying on the system. And I'm gonna tell you, family, with AI, family, listen, a lot of people gonna be hurt because you don't think it's gonna affect your job. You're like, my job safe? Ain't no way a robot can do what I do. Oh yeah, it can. Oh yeah, it can. And I'm gonna tell you about business, family. I'm gonna tell you about business. The only thing we do in business is find a way to cut costs. That's it. We don't owe people jobs. It's noble as an entrepreneur to be socially aware, to have that be embedded in your mission, right? But I see a lot and I hear a lot as if business owners owe you a job, as if they create jobs just to give you a job. No, family, that's not what we do. We only open up a position is because we're trying to grow, or we're growing and we need somebody to come on and do the job. Do you understand? Do you understand that business owners don't wake up like, let me go hire some more people? Do you understand that? We only do that when we need the help. And we only need the help when we have a clear-cut goal with a plan to grow. We know that it's gonna work. We're not gonna take on risk for no reason. But I read the sentiment of people, and they had this concept like America supposed to have jobs available for people. Family, America is a corporation, it's a business. The people that work at the highest level of government, the people that you so-called elect, the people that's selected, their job is to run the business of America, right? There's only a few things that they have control over that they can sell and monetize themselves, right? Maybe lands, public lands that might have some oil, shit like that. Other than that, these are private entrepreneurs, family. Private business owners. You feel me? Nobody owes you a job. Going straight? Nobody owes you a job, family. Nobody creates jobs just to give you a job. It's not how that works. So, once again, it starts with the mindset. What's your mindset, family? And if you're starting there, you're wrong. You're wrong, family. So, if you're starting there, you're wrong, right? That's not gonna get it done. So, I think we can create some entrepreneurs throughout this process, right? I think we can change some lives. Entrepreneurship changed my life. I'm just keeping it a buck, family. Changed my life, man. You know, just because I decided I'm not gonna work for anybody. I'm gonna create my own, build my own legacy. And because I decided to do that, it's way more rewarding than the money, right? It's even less about the money and more about the independence than anything else, right? So to be able to do something like this, as I said, most of y'all can't. And again, I'm not parsing words. But I'm at the same time, I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. So when I say y'all and you, I know that's a language that they say. Try not to say that. Try not to say y'all and you, etc., right? Try not to do that. But let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean, right? When I say you, y'all, most of y'all, I'm telling you, anywhere in America, most of y'all, you can't take 2 weeks off and go to California and ride your bike. You can't take 2 weeks off and go to Japan, right? You can't do that. And then turn around and go somewhere else. And then turn around and go somewhere else. So it ain't even about the bread. You don't have the time. And your time, family, right? Your time, family, is the most important thing. The most valuable thing, family, is time. You understand?
I'm good.
So you don't have the time. And because you don't have the time, it's not the same. But if you were an entrepreneur, if you were in entrepreneurship, right, you could create that time, right? So as long as you got the resources, the money, and most things are cheap. I just told you, play it the right way. You do it the right way. Mostly anywhere you go is a business trip, family. It's a business trip, right? Who said you couldn't ride your motorcycle to go take care of some business somewhere? You just got to take care of some business. As long as you're taking care of business, you're cool. You're all right. But you got to have a business in order to take care of some business. You understand? So just something to think about. You know what I mean? So you can live free or not. But it starts with enterprise, man. First step, enterprise. Just do it. That's all you got to do, all right? We've been over here in Japan. It's Tuesday. We got here, I don't know. We've been here over a week, though. I know that. And we got another week. So I want you to look at the tickets. I want you to look at the cost to go to Japan. Now do the math and imagine what the cost is to be here for 2 weeks. I'm not capping. I'm just saying, do the math. You understand? I wouldn't be able to do it if I wasn't an entrepreneur. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know if this is the route though, my G, because these people look like they're in line to go do something. But I realized I had to take content creation serious in order to get this message out, in order to help as many people as possible. And this is probably a good break anyway, brother. This is beautiful. So CJ got us lost a little bit. Nah, we're not lost, but we might have just took a wrong turn. But see, sometimes you end up somewhere beautiful. You know what I mean? So I don't know what these are. I'm not a flower person. They look like lilies and tulips. I don't know. It just sound cool. Lilies and tulips sound cool. So I don't know. But yeah, it's very dope, very beautiful. Look at that. So we out here. I don't know why these people are in line and what they're in line for. Oh, what I see. Oh, you know what this is? Hold on, you know what this is? That's this must be the baseball field. If you look behind me, your man's right there, right? Is that somebody? I think I've seen him before. No? He played for Japan or for America. That's not the big dog though. I don't know who that is. Let me keep it real. I have no idea. You know who that is? Tashiro. I only know one Tashiro. RP to my homeboy. But dope. So yeah, hopefully you can follow my journey along the way, man, throughout this content creation process. Everything I do is on purpose, but at the same time, I'm having fun. So I'm not just capping or doing something just to make something happen. Half of this, 100%, is me just sharing my life. And, you know, this is, you know, I should, you know what I mean? I realize I should do that. I realize that, you know, I should do more of it. And, but with the intent and the purpose to, you know, with the intent and the purpose to bring information, beneficial information. So, nice little rock garden right here. Super dope. I wish I could do this in my yard. My waterfall is trash. One of them's still dope, but one is trash. And I wish I could do it like this. This is super dope. It looked like they used cement to do it. That's probably what I might should think of that. I might should try to I might need to try to think about that. Maybe I could do cement and outsmart everything and do it like that. Get some rocks like they did right here. See what they did? They just put some rocks down in there, set them down in the cement. Man, I think I might have just came up with a good idea. If I do this, I think it'll work. I think it'll work if I do this. When it come down, you get into the business, that's what it is, man. We don't get down to the business. You see what I'm saying? So, we gotta just enterprise, man. We gotta enterprise. I care a lot about youth entrepreneurship. When I say youth, you're younger than me, even in entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? I care about seeing other people be successful. That's what we want to do. We want to help other people be successful. Like I said, that's a personal mission. That's a mantra. That's what we're about. You know what I mean? Helping other people be successful is my personal mission statement. I'm successful by helping other people be successful is my personal mission statement. And I just think, I thank God for a coach I had years ago that challenged me to come up with a personal mission statement. And so from that personal mission statement, as I said before, these principles came out of that. Because I'm like, how am I gonna help people be successful if I don't have a code to live by? Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that must be Chinatown right there. CJ, that's probably Chinatown right there.
You wanna go that way when you hit it?
This might be Chinatown, but I'm not quite certain. You know what I mean? Not quite certain, but it might be Chinatown. So we're gonna see if that's what it is. Looks like some good food though. Like some good food, some different things. When I see this sign right here, I'm thinking this is Chinatown. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's Chinatown. If somebody confirm, that's the problem. Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody. That's the only thing I ain't used to. I like talking to people. Nobody wants to talk to me. So after the first day, I gave up. I said, I ain't asking nobody else nothing. I'm not getting ready to ask nobody nothing. I'm not gonna tap them on the shoulder. Nothing. Right? So I got a suggestion to shoot something out here at night. I don't know if I'm gonna be walking down this street at night. Down this alley. I don't know if I want to walk down the alley at night. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm gonna do that. You know, I just don't. I don't think that's a. I feel comfortable, but I don't know. I just don't like the concept. That way. All right. So this is cool. Yeah, I definitely think this is Chinatown. It's freaking food everywhere. I don't think we'll be stopping to eat though, at all. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. I don't know, it's just me. I ain't big on Chinese food at all. Everybody I walk by, they say, YouTuber, you know. So, I was trying to see, I didn't know what this was. So cool little area to kick it, sit down, you know, little playground section. Cool place to take a break. So, how far are we from Harley?
15 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes, actually. 20 minutes.
We're still 20 minutes from Harley.
You keep stopping.
I have not stopped. One time. You're the navigator. You're the road captain.
All right.
So if we ain't on track, that's cause you ain't got us on track. So which way we need to go so we need to go that way?
Or the way we just came.
Let's not walk through people's living situation. That's not what I'm on. Stay on the main streets. Feel me? Listen, from the hood, but I ain't dumb. That's exactly. I'm talking to my campers, right? When you from the hood, actually, you know that. Not walking in your neighborhood. I don't care who it is, right? All right.
Yeah.
What did it say? 6 minutes?
We get there, I'm thinking I'm
7 minutes.
plane. I'm on the
Cool.
plane. I can't
We almost there.
like it's too it's too
All
many
right.
people. It's just
Are we doing the right thing?
on the plane.
Walking the right way?
And,
I mean, on the right.
Sure enough, man, we get there that first night. Wake
I'm
up.
trying to get ran over.
Rags
You just gotta be on the lookout when you get ran over by a bicycle.
It's 309.
And I don't know if your medical insurance gonna work.
This is lyrics.
All right, so I don't think your medical insurance is gonna work. This is the first time I've seen somebody talking on the phone too. Just like walking and talking on the phone. I don't really see that either. This is starting to look familiar. Starting to look familiar now, so I know we're getting close. I can see it from here. Da da da. Boom. Bing bong bing.
At night I can't sleep. Me and my little man building on some shit a nigga really understand how to focus, how to build, how to live, how to plan, how to really get this paper while these other niggas playing, how to prosper while they gossip more than women. I'm just saying how to copy, how to flip it, how to profit, how you stand on some real shit, kill shit, really be a man. Seen it with my own eyes. Niggas need to stop it on God. Never ever ever watch a nigga pockets, never speak on another nigga. Always keep it solid, always keep your word, try to never break a promise. Obvious, 85% of niggas ain't G, can't see. Used to always wonder why it can't be so simple. Now I just chill, glad it ain't me. Other shit, some sucker shit. I'm just being honest, same time, never mind. Sucker shit, no thing to me.